The most common question we get from potential partners is, how does our program work? First, we just start with a simple e-sign contract. And once that's signed, we start what's called a get to know you period. And during this period, we ask you to go through just the popular listing sites and give us a list of businesses that you're interested in. Geography doesn't matter, so look all over the country. Size doesn't really matter, so look at any size. And of course, the age of the listing doesn't matter. If it's a 2-year-old listing, we don't really care. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those listings and we're gonna schedule a call with you, myself, and my partner Katie, who leads the searches. And we're gonna go through, why did you pick this business? What interests you in this business? Why your skills are a good match for this business? And that really helps us learn a lot about you and your background. And I think that really is what makes our searches special, is that we try to find the right business for the right person, not just anything. Katie, my partner, is the absolute master at matching the right person up with the right business. Then after your get to know you period, we move on to live searches. Now during the live search, we want to reach out within the first 24 hours of a business being listed on a site, or we want to be pretty quick to respond if anyone sends us any off-market transactions. So quick response is key during the live search. And one of the ways that we get listings out quickly is we use our search assistant. So we'll get you signed up on that. That will send out daily emails from all the major listing websites of everything that was listed that day. And then all you have to do, if you like one of the businesses, is just hit interested, and that sends an email to us and our team letting us know that we need to go out and start digging into this business. So our team, we will sign the NDAs, we will get through the gatekeepers and collect all the information about the business. We'll do an initial review. Our analyst Norvin will model out the cash flows and see if this business could potentially work. Now, if the deal looks good and it's something that's a good fit for you, then we move on to a call with the sellers. So the seller calls are typically, obviously the seller's gonna be there, you will be there, I will be there, and likely Norvin, our analyst, will be there. What we'll do is we have a list of questions that we want to ask the sellers, but ultimately you can lead the call. So you can talk as much or as little as you want. So if you want to lead the way and ask your long list of questions, we'll just sit back as kind of a safety net and make sure that the really important pieces are all hit. But that's really perfect when you lead the way, because you're interviewing as much as they are. So they're interviewing you as the potential person to take over their business. So you want to leave a good impression. But if you're uncomfortable on the phone and don't want to do a lot of talking, we'll lead the way. We'll do 90-95% of the talking during that call. It's whatever you feel more comfortable with. If it's something you want to buy, we'll help structure and then negotiate the deal. We'll make sure that the terms comply with SBA. We'll try to find the non-monetary points that are sticky points for the seller that maybe can allow us to buy the business for a little bit less cash. And then hopefully they'll sign our offer, and we'll move on to the real hard part, which is that time in between the acceptance of the offer and the closing. Our director of underwriting, Francis, will lead that process, collecting all the documents, making sure everything's organized, communicating with the bank and our team, our group of attorneys that we work with, that we recommend, that we know can get deals done. Now, this is typically, we say, a 3-month process to go from signed LOI to a closed deal. And along the way, you should expect that every deal dies 3-4 times along the way. That's really kind of my specialty. Where I come in is saving these deals as we run into issues and figuring out how to get everyone back on the same page, whether it's the bank, whether it's the sellers, whichever sticking point we're hitting. We got to find a resolution to keep the deal moving forward. And then once the deal is near completion, we introduce to our finance team led by Ariane, and she will start learning about the business and try to figure out what's going to go into the bookkeeping and record keeping and invoicing and everything from the financial management side of that business. And as the closing day approaches, there'll be more and more things that you'll need to do. You'll need to get your life insurance policy. You're gonna need to get the property and casualty insurance that the business requires. You're gonna need to open bank accounts, set up credit cards, things like that. Those are things that we can't do for you. Those are things that you're gonna have to do for yourself and your new company. And then comes the closing day. Closing day feels a lot like a mortgage. You can do e-signing or signing in person, but it's gonna be a big stack of documents and you're gonna have to sign a lot of times. But at this time, instead of owning a house, you've got a business that's going to generate cash flow.